like you better when you're high. Cause when you're high, you never make me cry. I like you better when you smoke. Cause when you smoke, you laugh at all my jokes. I like you better when you're stoned. Cause when you're stoned, you never bitch and moan. There's just so many reasons why. I like you better when you're high.
I'm gonna pop bottles, but
Popping bottles.
it's gonna be like a child.
I got my cute little skull cup now. Oh, look.
Twist off.
I was trying to
Oh,
cheers
you
you.
were trying to cheers me? I thought you were just being special.
Wow.
I'm so used to that.
Like
I don't
earlier when I tried to cheers my chicken nugget with yours and
know. You did. I was just
you were like,
curious.
"What the fuck are you doing?" I was like,
I was just
"Oh, I'm
curious as to
cheersing
if
you."
that's what you were actually doing.
Yeah, I was like, "Cheers me,
'Cause it was
bitch."
weird. It was super. Even Ben was like,
He's like, "What is this girl doing?" I was like, "I'm trying to cheers you this fucking chicken nugget."
Why is sparkling cider so good?
Sparkling Mormon cider.
It's not Mormon.
Mm.
Wait, why? Why is it Mormon?
Because it's non-alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Well, that means everything. Water's Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving them water.
You cannot have water.
People in Fiji probably don't even like them.
Yeah, no.
That was really loud on the table.
Send your missionaries to Fiji so that this water can be
So
Mormon.
they can fall into a volcano. Is there volcanoes there?
I'm pretty
Isn't there
sure.
like a mountain in the background of one of these? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, see? Volcano, bro.
Isn't there a mountain? It's probably a volcano. I mean, probably thinking of Hawaii.
No, I'm
Hawaii
definitely
is a
not
volcano.
I'm definitely not thinking of Hawaii, but thanks for making me sound like an idiot. You think those things are already working on Bentley?
Look at him. Yeah.
He's sitting sideways. Look at him lean. That's so weird.
Bentley, we like you better when you're high too. She's out.
Apparently, those things work really well.
My dog stayed up all night and partied with us for Ian's birthday. She was up till like 4 a.m. She was asleep for the entire next day. It was,
Do you think dogs have a sleep schedule? Do you think they get tired?
yeah, she definitely gets tired like at night when she knows we're about to go to bed or like when things are winding down.
Simmering down.
Yeah. And then she'll sleep in with us on days that she knows we sleep in, like Sundays. She'll sleep all morning. But then mornings that I have to get up for work early, she'll just be up ready to go. Like
Making coffee and shit.
Yeah, she makes me coffee every morning.
So it's been about a year.
It's been 2 weeks.
Mathematically, about 1 year. I need to drape this over here.
Mathematically, about like 14 days.
No, it's longer than that. Isn't it?
2 weeks.
Has it only been 2 weeks?
Yeah.
All I know for sure is that Megan sucks.
Shawn
And
almost rage quit our friendship. I felt it again.
you did message me about.
I was like, please don't rage quit.
Yeah, you did message me something, and I was just like, I'm just been doing shit. So
Yep.
no, I've been
It's been busy. Life's been
I've
crazy.
been super busy because of SEMA bullshit, which is now like finally in the last couple days.
Oh, are you like done with SEMA shit
No.
now? Oh,
No,
no.
You're like work on it till like the day before. But
well, you
it's-
keep having people come in like last minute.
Yeah,
Of course.
but I've been
always.
turning down work. I've been turning down work every day.
Yeah.
Just because I have these other projects that are, I mean, it's kind of fucked up because I don't want them to take priority, but they do, and I can't post pictures of any of it till after SEMA, or till during SEMA, I guess is technically, and so it's weird. Like somebody messaged me like, "Hey, you haven't posted anything on Instagram in a while," so I just like found 2 random projects that I had done recently, just had never posted, and I was like, "Oh, there you go, happy." I don't know.
Be happy.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like.
Social media is not enough.
People are being so weird, and they're like, "Well, when can you work on my stuff?" And I'm like, "I'm not even taking on projects. Like you don't understand. I'm not working. I'm doing other shit."
Yeah.
Because
You're like
I
in a
don't have
blackout
time.
right now.
Yeah.
You're like,
but
no.
it's almost over. A couple more days.
Oh, good. Then
Literally,
we
it
can do
starts
my
on the
bike
25th. Yeah. Yeah. Which you're gonna have to ride because you're not gonna fix your car.
in the snow
Yeah,
because
with
it's
some
about
snow
to
tires
fucking
on it.
snow. Wait, well, your van is up and running again, so
A couple of them now.
a few.
If you need a van, you just let me know. Got you. I'll put snow tires on 2 of them too.
Already?
Well,
I mean, it was supposed to snow on Sunday, and then it didn't.
it snowed here the other day. Didn't, like, no accumulation, but it snowed.
Right. Oh, well, I was probably asleep for that because I did not see.
Well, okay.
Okay.
It snowed. I was in Park City the other day. It was snowing up there.
Oh, yeah, in Park City. Up
Yeah,
at
I went
Snowbird.
to, where did we go? Trail Horse? Is that a restaurant?
Oh,
No, I want to look. We had the weirdest experience.
What happened?
I want to know if that's actually the name of the restaurant. before I-
Trail Horse. It sounds fake.
No, restaurant. Oops, not me. Restaurants. This is intriguing.
Hey, we should play another song here. I miss our
No.
soundboard.
I know. River Horse. Almost the same.
Trail Horse.
So we're at
This
this.
Trail
We're at this
Horse.
like fairly like it's like a an upscale restaurant, and I was there with a younger female, illegal,
With a young lady.
illegal, by the way,
Yeah,
young female,
of course.
and then some lady hit her up in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and thought that I,
Thought that you like kidnapped her.
yeah, because I was like a creepy old
She's
dude.
like, oh my God, girl, are you okay? Do you need me to rescue you?
Yeah, this like lady who I would guess honestly was probably in her 60s, if I like just guessing,
Yeah.
looking at her. She like followed.
She's
her.
like, I'm not being like human trafficked.
She followed her into the bathroom
Oh my
and asked if she
gosh.
was okay. And the girl that I was with was like, yeah.
So the lady wasn't even like going to the bathroom. She followed her in there.
She said, well, my friend didn't say anything about her going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
she just like met her.
She just
That's
like,
almost creepier
she
than.
like followed. She definitely followed her in because I saw her.
Yeah.
But like I didn't know at the time, obviously, that
What
she
was going on?
Assuming that I was like a human trafficker.
Oh my God.
But she asked because she said the vibe, something about the vibe, and she just worried that I had like forced the girl there against her will, which was like a
To a
huge-
nice restaurant
yeah.
in Park
Yeah, to
City.
like a not shitty restaurant
Yeah,
by far,
like
in
a
Park
good
City.
one.
And
I mean, the shitty restaurants in Park City are still like.
yeah, no, this is like
Great.
one of the best restaurants in Park City according to like everything online. I mean, to me, it's kind of whatever. Honestly,
5
it's not like
stars.
super great, but it's like a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
And so it was super weird, and then like it was really uncomfortable because the lady was like there, like 4 tables away from us, probably.
Just watching you the whole time.
Well, she like
oh
came
my
out
God.
and she's like, "I have to tell you something," and she's like smiling, and she's like kind of a she's
she's
like-
she's a little trickster.
yeah, she's like a little wild sometimes.
She's
so I'm
wild.
just like, what? You know, like I'm waiting for her to say some
Why are you
fucked up shit.
smiling like that?
And she's like, I don't want to say it out loud right now. And I was like, okay. So she texts like the first part of it to me, and I was like, what? Like hella loud.
Like looking at the lady
And
across the
she's
way, like, fuck
no.
you.
She's like, who? I was like, who? I was like, the lady that followed you in the bathroom. She's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that lady's like right over here. So this is weird.
The lady's right there.
Yeah, she was like literally like the 3rd table away from us. I guess it would be like,
Oh my God.
yeah. So it was weird. And she
I've-
kept looking over.
She's like, are you okay, girl? Are you fine?
She was like looking more, I think, at me because I kept looking over, and I
Oh,
was just
yeah.
like smirked every time. It's like,
You're like, I'm taking this young woman out on a very nice date. Excuse you and your judgmental bullshit.
yeah, it was like she had asked me to take her out because
Yeah.
we don't do that, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
And
You don't do that.
no. And she asked if I would. 'Cause she doesn't think I take her seriously. And then that's what came of it. Is all of a sudden I was a human trafficker. So I was like, well, this is why I don't take you out.
She's
'Cause
probably
she's-
been watching that R. Kelly documentary.
Yeah.
She's like, older guys with younger female and
Yeah.
being all bougie and stuff. And
Yeah, because this girl, I mean, to be fair, this girl is 18.
yeah,
So, I mean, like,
Yeah.
there is a difference in age, but
just a couple of years.
it's a few here and there.
Well, so, I mean, I saw a bunch of things about how men don't like fully mature until they're like in their late 30s to 40s, and girls like
Yeah.
women don't like being with men the same age as them because like we mature a lot more rapidly.
Yeah, women are forced to mature in their 20s, technically.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see... You see a lot of people that have careers. They have a big problem with it, actually, with attorneys, female attorneys. Because girls typically date a guy that's one... in their same socioeconomic class or one step up.
Yeah.
And so, like, attorneys obviously make a ton of money. So they have a big problem with attorneys that decide, okay, well, now I want a family. Well, the female stops working because when she's like in her late 20s and early 30s is when they start having kids.
And it's way harder.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be an attorney and have a kid.
Yeah, no.
Especially if you already have a husband that makes enough money for everybody.
True.
You know?
True. Then you got half as much income. Like, just don't have kids. Just kidding.
No,
I mean, probably
she's
don't.
Not kidding. She's not.
Yeah, no, maybe don't have kids.
So dumb.
If you want a career, have a career, and that's it.
I just saw something
Get
on
some
Snapchat
dogs,
of
some chickens.
girl that had what's the birth control they inject in your arm?
Oh, just like the bar? I don't know what it's called.
It broke three different places in her arm.
No.
Yeah.
I bet that fucked her up.
Well, she kept telling the doctor that she was having pain from it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, sometimes
it just hurts in
well,
your
he said
arm.
that sometimes temperature changes and things like that can affect it. And she's like, okay, well, it hurts all the time.
It's not like a metal plate that you got surgery on,
and
that can be
then
affected.
they went to pull it out
in 3 chunks.
And she gained 20. No, it was broken in 3 places, 4 pieces.
Oh no!
And so she had gained 28 pounds or
yep,
something.
because her hormones are all fucked up.
And said that she was borderline depressed the whole time, and she's only had it for 10 months. So
yeah.
She was like, "Fuck all this."
Female birth control's fucked up.
Yeah, guy birth control is even more fucked up because it feels like shit.
Yeah, or you just get snipped. So.
Yep.
Which is way.
That's not birth control. That's life control.
Yeah, that's
a big difference.
Life control.
That's what I call it.
Well, I feel like it's way easier for you guys to just be like,
wow.
Yeah, Molly.
Calm down.
Molly's like, hell yeah, male birth control.
This dog.
She's probably spayed anyways. You're fine. I'm like, just take my whole uterus out. I don't even care.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
No,
I don't think it's
no.
as effective as you might think. But
Oh.
what was that?
I cheersed my mic and it wasn't cheersing me back.
What? Are you doing anything wild for Halloween?
We're going to get freaky.
One of my friends, actually, one we were just discussing a little while ago, is working at Get Freaky.
Oh, yeah?
I guess.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be that fun. I'm only going on Saturday because I have to work, but...
Do you wear, you don't wear a costume?
Mm.
You wear, this rave?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I'll just wear, some crazy makeup or whatever, but I don't get, super into...
Crazy makeup and some titties out?
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much just call it good?
Some titties out. Some eyeliner and glitter.
Why is sparkling cider so good?
Why is wine so good?
It's not.
You should
Tastes
try
like
that
gross.
instead.
I was having this discussion about costumes.
Yeah.
I was listening to... it started out... There's a picture going around on Instagram, or on Facebook, rather, of a girl that has, a can of Coke, part
smashed into her
into
head
or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then there's a comment underneath it just from some chick that says my lifestyle is not a costume, or my life whatever is not a costume. And that's funny.
That's
right?
hilarious.
But that conversation led to all the ones about costumes and how they're offensive to
Yeah.
people. And I've been trying to figure this out with talking
To
with
multiple
somebody.
people.
No, well, I've been talking to a psychologist.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular psychologist is pretty he's not against being politically correct,
Yeah.
but he's against how far we've taken it, and
Where you just want to find something to bitch about just to bitch
yeah, because
about it.
there seems to be I don't want to be that guy get into politics, but the people on the left seem to have no actual limit on what they will complain about. They will
Right.
literally complain about anything.
You're just offended about everything.
You'll find new things to be offended about that you'd already been offended about 2 years prior,
Yeah.
but because it's slightly modified.
I
now.
found something pretty ridiculous to be offended about the
You
other
did?
day. Yeah. It was on some Instagram and this model was holding a flower and then everyone was just attacking her because it was a poppy. And I guess they don't grow back when they're picked or something like that. So everyone was attacking her about poppy preservation and I was like, what?
That's
the hell?
no, that didn't happen.
What the hell?
Is that real?
Yeah, I can find it for you right
No,
now.
I mean, it's not that I don't believe you, it's that I don't want to.
Yeah, and it's just we're striving so hard to pick things to be offended about.
I'm trying to figure out why costumes are offensive.
Yeah. I actually Googled, because I know you texted me, I Googled some things about because headdresses are banned in most festivals and raves and stuff. And it's because they have like ceremonial value and stuff like that.
No, that's dumb.
But then it was saying that like costumes degrade like the actual like art
But
of it.
Okay, but that's not true, right? So
Yeah.
here's the thing. I don't understand. So like if you're you dress up as a Mexican person, whatever the fuck that might be in your head.
With your
right?
sombrero.
And a poncho, and I'm guessing a bottle of tequila, right? Because these are all like stereotypical things that when you think Mexican, that's
My
what you think.
everyday life.
Right. Minus the sombrero. But yeah.
How do you know I don't have a
Because
sombrero?
you're wearing a beanie. You fucking hipster.
Yeah, well, it's cold outside and I haven't washed my hair, so.
Which of those is the bigger priority for picking the beanie, though? The temperature? Because you work inside. So it's probably that you hadn't washed your hair.
I haven't
All right.
washed my hair.
Fair,
It's
fair.
Monday.
All right, that's cool. I don't know how the day of the week matters, but that's good.
It was not a hair washing day. It was a wake up early and go to work day.
I don't have any idea how this conversation has gotten this ridiculous, but no, I guess I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out why it's offensive to dress up like a Mexican person when like ultimately isn't that like in some way giving praise? And I guess like you could say that it's like mocking it to some degree, but who gets to decide
Yeah,
that?
who decides? Well, I also saw on Twitter there was a whole thread where one guy jumped in and he's like, "You can totally be a Mexican. We don't care." And then everyone was like, "Yes, we do. Speak for yourself."
No,
so
but-
it's like,
okay, so but
it
here's the
depends
thing.
on the person.
That's the part that I don't like about it.
Yeah.
The group identity part is the part that I dislike because the same thing happened with like Native American people with costumes and Native American people with like the Redskins for football or whatever, the
Right.
Braves. And it's like, well,
Or the University of Utah.
well, it's like, yeah, but the Utes people never complained, right? Because it's
Right.
honoring them because you're only calling them by what they are, which is the Utes.
Okay,
The
yeah,
tribe.
that makes more sense.
But calling them the Redskins was offensive somehow.
Yeah.
But like, it seems like the people that are complaining about all these things for all these like minority groups are all just like bored white people.
Yeah.
And I don't really understand like where the correlation happens. Like, it's just like shitty white people that don't have jobs, and they're complaining on behalf of all these people who probably don't really give a shit, or maybe some of them do give a shit, but the majority clearly doesn't.
I actually got attacked because my dad goes to Japan every year for like a work conference, and we went, and there was this couple that were dressing us in like just, I don't know, like just robes and like their traditional
Right.
dress, and we got all dressed up, and then we got to take a picture, and they like thanked us and everything, and it was super fun. And I posted pictures on Facebook. I was in like high school, and then they resurfaced, and people years later, you know, were like, "This is so offensive. Like, you shouldn't be dressed up in that." But I read,
But none of them were Japanese people.
no, they were, because
Japanese people were offended?
no, not Japanese.
That's what I'm
people.
saying.
Oh,
the
yeah,
people
yeah,
that were
yeah.
offended, none of them were
No.
Japanese.
And then I read a bunch of things about how like Halloween and dressing up and like cultural like sharing in Japan and in like Asian countries is, it's like promoted. Like they want
Right.
you to share their culture and they want you to like experience those things. And so it's just so different like in different parts of the world.
Well-
And so I don't understand like why they're so gung ho about it. And then
There was that chick pretty recently that she had like a like prom or homecoming or something, and she dressed in like a Japanese
yeah, like a not like
gown.
a
I don't know what
geisha
it's
or
called.
wlike
No, but it was like in that gown,
yeah,
like that type of gown.
Well, just like
that
their
you know.
robes and stuff.
And everybody like freaked the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
Not Japanese people.
No.
White people freaked out about it, and she was like, didn't go to school for like 2 weeks, and
Oh my
they were
gosh.
not going to let her picture be in some book that it's supposed to be in,
Like the
from
yearbook
that,
or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like a yearbook, but it's just like the people that are actually offended by this
Yeah.
could come up and say something if they were offended, but instead it's just like white people being offended for them, and I don't really understand like where that comes from.
We're for you, even though we have no backing.
Right. Well, I mean, the same thing happens with like the Redskins, right? So the football team, there's some people that are offended about the name Redskins. But like when you look at those like rallies against it, there's like 20 Native American people
Yeah.
and a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm guessing that there's a lot of Native American people that if they really had a big enough issue, they'd be able to get a whole crowd there.
Right,
Right?
right.
Like it shouldn't be an issue. But the whole thing about Halloween, especially, and I mean the Redskins thing obviously is slightly different because it's not just one day a year, but like in Halloween, you're like dressing up as something that you're not.
Right.
Right? Like that's the whole point.
Yeah.
People pretend to be zombies or the devil or
Well, if
whatever.
we want to go way, way back, Halloween is just to like dress so scary that you scare the like demons that are crossing over into the world on Halloween, because you know the veil is so
Yeah,
thin.
no, that's if you believe dumb shit.
But that's how it was like way like when
Right.
they did believe stuff like that. The
Right.
whole point was to be like so scary, and now that we like realize that that's not a thing, it's just
It's
a
just-
party
it's
to
just a
like be
celebration.
whatever you want.
And that's the thing, like you're supposed to like suspend all these like
Yeah.
negative things for the day to have this celebration.
Yeah.
These normal attributes that you would never like have. Like you don't dress as a zombie every day. Right? You don't pretend to be dead every day like a dead
Right.
person or whatever. It's like we suspend all these like normal human attributes and then we're like, all right, we're just doing this for the day to celebrate something.
Well,
And so, but if I want to be
feel-
like an Asian person
yeah.
or a hooker, like hookers
Put
are
on
never
some
mad.
fishnets.
Well,
Hell
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like a hooker's never getting mad at me about that shit.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not like a cultural appropriation thing. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm like dressing up because I'm not that. Right? Like I
Yeah.
can't go as basic white dude,
Yeah.
like basic
All the time.
white hipsterish looking kind of dude. I'm not very hipster.
No
but, like,
bitch assness.
yeah. So I don't understand, and I would love like if I cared enough about Halloween, which I don't. It's a stupid holiday. I love it. I know. Because you're basic. You're basic. You're a basic girl.
I know.
Oh, Halloween's
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna celebrate Halloween.
I
as
got my
soon as
wine
this
and my
comes around.
Halloween skull cup and my red beanie on, even though it's like 60 degrees outside. And it's great.
70 in here, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm sweating.
Get that fresh boobs, fresh breasts. What's the girl anti-boob sweat one? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Anti-boob sweat?
Yeah, it's like fresh balls, but it's for boobs.
What? I have
I'm sure
big
it's
boobs. I need
I'm sure
that.
it's the exact same product. I have fresh balls. You can try it
Link
and see.
me. Oh, you want to put balls over my boobs?
No, fresh
Fresh-
balls is the
fresh
name of
balls?
the product. It's just like a lotion that turns into it's like a lotion that when it goes on and then it turns into a powder.
Ooh.
And it stops you from sweating. It's supposed to stop your balls from sweating. Works really well. I would assume that same product does the same thing for boobs. For the boob crease.
I'll report back next week.
Okay, fill me in.
Even though it's cold outside. I'm fine now.
Yeah, I don't know how we got talking about titties all of a sudden.
Okay, so on my end of things is like I don't understand why people get so upset over Halloween, but then don't do like anything to change or like
No, they just complain about it.
or be upset any other time of the year. Like it's only during Halloween that
Right.
they like get upset. So it's very like nitpicky. Like, oh, people are upset about Halloween. I'm gonna also be upset about Halloween.
Yeah,
It's dumb.
I don't understand why people complain about anything anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'm really at the point now where every time I see somebody complaining, I'm like, really?
Why?
This is where we are? This is where we are with
Are you
things?
bored today?
it
I
just-
see.
Something you could do outside or something right now? Like,
Isn't there something you
Seems like
could do outside?
great time to go pull those weeds you've been putting off or something.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know. It just seems weird. It seems like even in these kick groups.
Oh my god.
Kick is staying, by the way.
Yes,
for
Kick
anybody
is
that uses
alive
Kick.
and well.
They signed a letter of intent with somebody, and I think the actual purchase happens at the end of this month, if I remember correctly. But it's stayed now.
Our hookup groups are safe to stay.
Yeah, unless I'm getting kicked out of them.
Oh.
So I'll get to that.
What?
But
What?
no, we'll get to that.
Okay.
No, but there was somebody in a group, like these guys, not a bunch of guys, some of the people in one of these like hookup groups, it's like dudes, well, some of them are dudes.
Yeah.
And they complain about their jobs constantly.
Oh my, that's so
Like
annoying.
bitching. So dude goes to work at 5 and by 7:30 he's complaining about his job. And I'm just like, why don't you just quit your job?
AM?
Yeah.
So 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I had to work at 6 a.m. one time, and I fucking hated it. But then I quit. So
Problem
like,
solved.
Yeah, problem solved. So it's like if you don't want to fucking be at work at 5 a.m., just don't go work there.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys. I finally just told them, I think I was actually today, I was like, maybe you guys should all just quit your jobs. Because it sounds like you're fucking miserable. And they're like, well, you can't just quit your job. And I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
It's actually literally that simple.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I mean, if you're not in a financial position to just quit your job, then you should go out and try to find another job that you're not going to be miserable in. And they're like, well,
wow, you're working.
they were
still.
like, I like what I'm getting paid. I'm like, okay, well, here's the thing. you don't like it enough to not hate your job.
Right.
Right. So it's like,
Money doesn't trump like anything.
no. And it's, these guys kept complaining and kept complaining. I'm just like, it makes no sense. Go work at a job that you don't fucking hate, that you make slightly less money.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, that's not even an option for me. I'm like, look, half the time that you're awake, you spend at a job that you fucking hate.
Yeah. If
I was
you're
like-
spending the majority of your life hating something,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
Well, and then these guys are like, oh, well, I have my pension and all this, so when I'm 65, like, I won't have to worry about anything. I'm like,
Oh,
so
when you're
I
65.
was like, well, I think one of these dudes was actually 40 something, so like it wasn't like completely unreasonable. But I was like, well, all right, so for 20 more years, you're gonna be fucking miserable every day for the like in hopes
Wow,
of
you
having
have
like
this young energy.
Well, I was like-
and
I was like in hopes that on the back end of your life you're financially stable.
no.
I was like, that's
No,
awesome.
no.
That sounds great. Yeah, I'd be miserable for 40 years for that too. What was I thinking?
What
just-
was I
I
thinking?
just don't understand people like that. And I'm not telling. I mean, there's people online like Joe Rogan has said it, like quit your fucking job. But
Yeah.
like Gary Vaynerchuk says that a little different. He said,
A little different. He says, fucking quit if you don't
No.
like it. He's so angry.
no, he says jump. I think he says like jump if you're prepared to drown. Meaning like if you have money, that's like if you have money like a savings that you can like work backwards from. Like,
So then do
that's when
that.
you could fucking take the leap and like try to do something that you're not fucking miserable.
Like, don't be
but-
dumb about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, quitting your job with no source of income and no potential, probably not a great idea.
Yeah.
But-
Like, have some things lined up.
But Gary Vaynerchuk is also the guy that tells you to live with your parents as long as you humanly can. Now, well, I mean, he said that like that's just how it is now because all these kids are coming out of high school and they think their only option is college, which is then student debt,
Right. Correct.
and then they live off that, and then they get into debt and they can't pay it anyway. It's like, why don't you just go live with your parents?
Yeah. I worked in student loans and it is such a trap. It's such a sinkhole.
Yeah, I don't know how it would be. What's the only loan that you can't file bankruptcy for?
No,
It's
you
the
can't.
only one on the planet.
People would try. They'd try to file bankruptcy, and I'd be like, "Oh, yeah. So you're still gonna have to pay your monthly student loan payment."
Which is wild because the corporations that
crazy.
fund all that could file bankruptcy anytime they want.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is like, oh, all right, well that seems fucked up. But all those kids are fucked now.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, you guys are all fucked. You all made way too many mistakes.
We're in that like weird generation that was like
Yeah.
testing waters, but also just fucking drowning in
Well,
them.
my generation was weird because it was like, you know, I graduated like class of '99 because I'm old balls. I know, it's fine.
Do you want to know how old I was?
No, I don't. 2.
I was 7.
Damn it. So the thing that happened was like when I graduated, it was like the college that you went to was going to make your life,
Right.
everything about your life, and it was like, all right, so you
Ivy
better go to a
League
good
or
college.
nothing.
No, it wasn't so much that, but like you need to get into a good college because that was going to be like what dictates your whole future.
Yeah.
Well, 2002 ish is when like the .com bubble burst, and we hit a recession, and it was all these
Whoops.
people that had gone into these jobs thinking, or gone into college thinking, all right, well, I'm gonna get out and get one of these tech jobs because there's so many available. Then they all went away, and I was like, oh, I dodged that bullet because I didn't do all that shenanigans, but because fuck college until I retire, and then I'll start going again. For a different reason, though.
What? Just to gain ultimate knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great plan.
I'm going to go just for clinical psychology and behavioral economics,
Oh,
just to learn
you're
more.
gonna be like the oldest therapist that anyone's ever talked to.
I don't think I want to be there. I don't think I want to work with people like that. I'm more interested in like what you learn
Yeah.
from it.
Well, you always send me little like snippets of things you learn
Yeah.
from like different psychologists, and I think it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm like fascinated by how the human brain works and like the way we make decisions and think
crazy.
about things and process things. Like that shit's just super interesting to me, and I don't really like. I mean, if I could help people while doing it, I guess like I would. But like
No,
I have
you
no.
wouldn't.
Well, no, but I'm just saying like I have no intention of actually doing
Right,
that.
right,
Like,
right. Of actually helping people.
yeah, no, this is just for me. I'm selfish. I just want to learn more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure that somebody would benefit from it, just kind of by default.
So the thing with student loans is if you like get them while you're old, you can literally just pay like
You can just die.
you can just pay $5 a month until you die, and then
Yeah.
it just is eradicated.
Is
It's
that what
just
happens?
gone.
Does it go away when you die?
Yeah. So I remember helping this
Oh, I
guy.
thought you were about to tell me that you like faked your death.
Oh,
to get out of
yeah, I died to get out of student loans. No.
It. Looks like it.
So I helped
What?
this guy who would like skip his payment every month, and he would only pay $5 a month, and he was born in like 1938 or something, because we could see their birthday on it.
Right.
And he was literally just paying $5 until the day he
So
died.
he was just like
because
buying
he
his
had
time.
like $300,000 in debt. Still.
Is he like one of those dudes
Still.
that like went to school multiple times, like he could just kept getting degrees?
I think so.
I actually watched a documentary. I think it was on, maybe it's on Hulu. It doesn't really matter. So this documentary was about a guy who he graduated when he was 17. He immediately went to college, and he's continued going to college because I guess there's some like flaw in the student loan program where as long as you're continuing to go to school, you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, you don't.
And so
as long as you're enrolled
he would just
constantly.
he would just go get a degree, get a degree,
Yeah.
get a degree, and he
Yeah.
keeps accumulating these student loans. And he said that he would just do it till he died.
Yeah. There's no like cap.
And he has like
either.
I think he has like 7 degrees or something.
Yeah.
Like he's just
That's
like wild.
it's so crazy.
It's a good
And
idea.
then you can be like, oh, I don't have a job, I can't pay it, and just pay $5 a month till the day you die and never pay it off.
Yeah.
There's weird loopholes.
I just feel like there's a lot of like student loans and grants available, or not student loans, scholarships.
Yeah,
And
scholarships and
grants
grants.
available that nobody uses every year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was funny in my like class or whatever. They would have like the counselors be like, "Oh, well, you might be able to apply for this." And I remember in like back then there was like none for just like plain white kids,
Oh yeah, they were.
because like it was
all,
always like trying to help out some other
Yeah.
ethnic group or some other struggle that somebody might have gone through that white people apparently don't have in their eyes. And it was just super weird. I remember thinking, I was like, man, that seems kind of racist. But it was like, I guess that's like white privilege, like reversal,
Yeah.
right? I mean, like
Yeah.
by default, I don't really believe in white privilege necessarily, but like it was that same concept. Actually, just got in an argument with somebody about white privilege. Just thought about that. He told me that there is white privilege, and I was like, not really.
I saw a meme that was like, Batman's only superpower was white privilege.
Yeah, because weren't his parents rich or something?
Yeah, his
I don't know
parents were
anything
rich
about
as
Batman,
fuck.
but
And then he just like built all of his fucking superhero gear with all the money he had.
what's superhero gear?
I don't know, like
I
his,
don't know anything about
his
Batman.
Batmobile and his
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
bat suit and his.
And his butler.
No, his butler loved him.
Okay. Probably had to pay him though.
It never says that.
You think the butler just works for free?
The butler cries in one of the movies and was like, I have, taken care of you since you were a baby and I love you. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe money's a part of that. Hey, I'm a
I'm so
dreamer
ba- I'm
and
s-
I am a romantic and I like to think that the butler fucking loved him.
I'm so bad at superhero movies. I was actually in a conversation like 2 weeks ago with somebody that was like making superhero references, and I had no idea what the fuck they were talking about.
What the fuck is going on?
And then like he like looked at me, and this was like a group of like 5 or 6 people, and he like looked at me. He's like, "You know what I'm saying?" And I was like, "No, no, I don't fucking have a clue what you're talking about. What are you? No, I don't know any of those people." And he like named off some like superhero. I think it was actually somebody really generic, like Superman or something. It was like something like really generic, like that I probably should have known, but I've never
Yeah.
seen a Superman movie either.
So, to
So
be
I was just
honest, I
like,
don't think I've ever seen a Superman movie either.
I've never seen
One
Spider-Man,
Marvel movie.
Superman. No, I saw. Well, wait, what's the one with? Oh, he's so hot. What's his name?
Oh, he's so hot. Which one? Robert Downey Jr.
No.
Oh, he's way hot.
Yeah, he's pretty hot.
He's like a hot old guy. Like I
no.
would fuck yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Green Lantern?
No. Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Is that Ryan Reynolds? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Ryan Reynolds, hot. First
Wait,
of all,
then who's Green Lantern?
I don't fucking know, Megan. I have no idea. I just said I don't know any of these people.
So
I've seen Deadpool, but I don't know if that's like one of them or not.
I didn't
But
really
that's
like.
not really like a superhero.
I didn't
movie in
really
traditional
see
sense.
Deadpool because I was like
What?
sucking a dick the whole time
Oh, not shocked.
in a theater.
Oh, well, that's better then. I actually have Deadpool on DVD. I just found it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't-
Still buys DVDs.
No, I didn't go buy it. I just found one that I had purchased previous. I think I went and saw Deadpool, and then I went and bought the DVD.
Again,
I saw it in a theater.
it came out like during the time where you like still don't buy DVDs.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
The first Deadpool? No.
Yeah. Totally.
No.
Totally.
No.
I would know. I was in a theater.
When did Deadpool come out?
Nobody's bought
2016.
DVD since like 2010.
That does seem like 2016 would be late to buy a DVD, but
It's
I
way
bought it
late.
for a reason. Or Blu-ray, whatever it was.
Why did you?
I don't know why I fucking bought it. I think because I liked it and it probably like wasn't accessible any other way.
Probably because he like.
I saw it in a theater.
So did I.
Well, that's on
Sort of.
the back of your head.
Through the
saw it.
tears.
Oh, it was all blurry. Why do I talk about sucking dick, Megan? God. You didn't even make the sound that time. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? I didn't write down anything.
I mean, so since, Halloween and stuff, since we're on that topic, I was just going to talk about like spooky experiences. But since you don't believe in ghosts, apparently.
It's not that I don't believe in ghosts. I don't understand why they're given the powers that they are. The concept of ghosts and spirits are very confusing to me. Mm-hmm. It apparently can go through walls.
I know why.
Or be invisible.
I know why.
Okay. Go ahead.
So
you tell me. Wait, no, you answer this question then.
Okay.
If it can go through walls, why does it have to walk upstairs?
So it answers both those questions.
Okay.
So I was listening to a podcast called
Oh God.
Two Girls, One Ghost. It's not a ghost rapey podcast.
I used to think that we had the dumbest podcast,
but that one might be.
Winner.
So they were talking about how ghosts only remember the way things were laid out when they were alive. So if any sort of like building or thing has like remodeled or changed, that's how they can float through walls, is because that wall didn't used to be there, so they can just walk through. Or that staircase has always been there, so they have to walk up that staircase.
All right. So
Are you about to debunk me?
here's why this doesn't work.
Here's why this is stupid as fuck.
Why can a ghost go through a wall but can also open a cupboard?
Because the cupboard was there.
But the wall wasn't?
Yeah, it got remodeled.
No.
There's also a
No.
difference between
No.
ghosts and demons. And demons can open cupboards and freak you the fuck out.
But ghosts can't?
No, ghosts can't harm you. They can only just like wander around and like do
So
their shit.
demons can hit you, but can they go through a wall?
Ooh, good question.
So this is my problem.
Let's Google
I
that.
can't imagine a situation that I would be afraid of a ghost, and here's why. If it's a ghost, and if it can travel through things, it can't hit you.
Right.
It could like air punch you.
Air punch.
Which I don't think is a thing, and I feel like probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, probably not. You probably just feel like a little woof.
Would you feel anything?
Maybe it's
Because
like
does it have the ability to move air? Because it has no way of putting force on anything. That's why it can walk through a wall.
Right.
So I'm guessing no. This is actually making me think ghosts aren't real. So your first statement was probably correct. Well, what would a demon be that's different from a ghost?
Well, a demon is not a like deceased person. A demon is an entity that has never had a body, that has never lived.
And it just hates people.
And it just, it's from hell, and it just fucks with people.
Sounds real.
Yeah.
Sounds perfectly legit. Never been a thing. Just hates
Have you
humans
ever
for no
seen
reason.
Paranormal Activity?
I'm a human, and I hate humans for lots of reasons. But
Well,
I can't
then you're
imagine.
gonna be a demon.
No, because you said I couldn't have been a person first.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't be a demon.
I'd be so funny.
Unless
If I could
Satan,
hunt-
unless Satan was like, "Fuck yeah, I like you. Let's go."
If I could hunt, well, first of all, if I was to choose where I'm going,
Yeah.
it's for sure going to be hell.
Oh,
Because all the fun people that I know are also going to be there.
all the fun people that I know
And
are
that's
gonna
not
be
to
in hell.
say that's not to say that there's not going to be a lot of great people in heaven. But I feel like in heaven, like
The rules are too stuck up. I couldn't be in heaven.
here's my problem: if everybody good went to heaven and like every living thing went to heaven, does that mean like all your past dogs would be there? Which sounds great. But does that mean your grandparents would be there? And if they are there, in what condition are they? Right? Because if I don't want to see my dog suffer
No.
and be up there,
I
but
feel
don't,
like, aren't you in heaven at like the peak of
I
your
don't- well, I think
existence?
because it's not a real place, like that doesn't matter. But
True.
so it's whatever you want it to be. So
I heard a rumor that once you turn 26, everything starts like you're generating up to 26, and then everything starts like not
generating what?
just like your body and your cells and your like
What about your nose and your ears? They grow until you die.
They do grow until you die. I don't know. I just read this article that you start like deteriorating at 26.
I think
like
that's females.
the pinnacle. Oh wow! Because we mature faster, we gonna fucking die faster.
No,
Cool.
your stock goes down. I actually said that in the very first episode. Oh. Your stock goes down. I think it's actually around 22, technically.
I thought that was just your personal preference, but this makes sense now.
I was human trafficking an 18-year-old. So.
You were human trafficking an 18-year-old.
Shouts to braces. She doesn't even have braces anymore. I gotta stop calling her that. But doesn't help my case at all. Tell that to the judge. She didn't even have braces anymore.
She didn't have braces anymore.
Your Honor. I just thought of something super fucked up.
I think
she
I
said, but
just
now
finished
can't
this
repeat it.
wine cup, so
So you have to go get more?
no, so we're there.
Where? I'm barely even high right now, so. Oh, I got bad news.
What's your bad news?
The company that makes like the Stars of Death, my favorite edible, they went out of business.
Oh no. Okay, so
Oh, you didn't even care. You just like skipped ahead.
no, I was gonna ask you about like those fake cartridges that are going around.
Okay.
Because I think we were supposed to talk about this like 3 weeks ago.
So
we didn't.
there's nothing to talk about. There was like a limited number of people died from a bunch of people using fake cartridges.
And they found like one in Utah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Like, I don't even know what fake cartridges means, first of all, because like Exotic Hearts, which is like the brand that poor people buy when they want cartridges. I'm talking to you guys.
Called out.
Well, you guys smoke shitty weed. So those ones, like, you can buy the packaging from China for those for dirt ass
You
cheap.
sent me the Amazon link
Yeah, you can buy them
where you can just buy
the packaging.
the packages on
And
Amazon.
Now, but here's the thing. If you are using a similar extraction process and still getting THC oil to put in them, are they any more fake than the company? Sure, they're not from the official
They're not
company,
like
but they're the exact
FDA.
same thing. The downside of that is that like you get these like fuck ups that are in their kitchen doing dumb shit and like using fillers and random bullshit.
So that's what I saw is that these like home cooks in their kitchen were using vitamin E
Yeah,
oil.
I think you said that actually in the last episode. Did we already talk about this?
I don't think so. I think we just talked about it.
It's fine.
Well, that's fine.
No, it's just fine. Like, it's not enough to matter. But I am sick of all these people seeing, like, the excuses, like,
Yeah.
oh, well, people still smoke and nobody cares about that. It's like, yeah, because if you're still smoking now, people think you're an idiot already.
Yeah.
They don't care.
You're already dumb.
2019 and you're smoking, you're just
smoking a
it's because
cigarette.
you're
Yeah.
dumb.
Exactly.
And people around you know you're dumb and they still want to be around you, so don't worry about it.
So it's funny. We brought a cartridge to an artist who was coming through that was out of country. And
He was like, nah, fam.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to die.
so he looked at it and then he texted us a few hours later and was like, this is a fake. And we're like, okay, just for our own purposes, like, how do you know that
brand
it's
was it?
fake? I don't even remember because I didn't
Can you
like.
describe it or anything?
No. Well, so the way that he said it, he said that he Googled like cartridges from this specific brand, and this specific brand has the battery attached to it always versus like just the screw in. And at first I was like, okay, I don't know how, like, because he was out of country. I don't know like how they sell it in your country.
Right.
But I've always seen it just screwed into the battery.
Yeah, I mean, they make
And so-
ones that are like single. They're like
Single
they're called
use.
singles. Yeah, like you just use it and then
So
toss
maybe
it,
he
but-
just Googled that, but I was like, how can you even tell if like the packaging is the same and like
There's a couple different ways, honestly. You can pull them, like if you pull it apart, you can open it and see there's usually like a serial number on the cartridge itself, and like fake ones don't have serial numbers, or they're like they don't have, I don't remember what the little code is on the very bottom, but there's like a little tiny code. I guess I could look, but
like on the actual
it's
like,
on like where it
connector or
screws on.
whatever. Yeah.
It's like on that little rim where it like butts up when it's screwed on.
yeah.
But I don't know. That whole thing is just so fucking dumb. And it's just like,
My boss was like, I better not ever see you fucking vaping, blah blah blah. And I was like, first of all, it wasn't that.
I know that is the weird thing that like vaping has taken the hit for it. And had
Yeah,
nothing to
it
do
has
with which is-
absolutely
In all honesty,
zero.
it's fair because I'm sick of seeing people vape, so I don't even
Sick
give a
of seeing
shit.
you douchey ass.
It's like I play video games with a kid who vapes, and like, I don't know if, like, I've been around
All
people.
you hear is just like.
I've been around people that vape, and I don't ever feel like it sounds like they are taking a hit off their asthma inhaler. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like that. And he does it constantly. I'm like, is there something like wrong with your shit? Like, is it plugged or something? Like, why do you do that? He's like, this is just what you do. And I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I don't really hang out with people that vape, but I don't think I've ever heard them like aggressively have to hit their shit like that.
I mean, you hang out with Kata.
I don't.
Okay, well, you see Kata.
No. I don't do that either.
Nope.
Honestly, like, I don't know. Somebody else brought it up the other day. Like, oh, you always hang out with Kata. I was like, no, I don't. I think Kata and I have gone somewhere together maybe 5 times ever. Ever. He's hung out with me here a couple times.
Yeah. We've gone to his shop.
Yep. That's
maybe.
to drop off parts.
Yeah, true. I guess that wasn't hanging out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, I don't know why people say. And then I'm not. I'm not throwing shade at Kata.
We're not hanging out, guys.
I'm not saying it like that. I don't know where this weird misconception came from. Because somebody texted him, about me. Like, a guy was trying to get a hold of me, and I've been so busy with this other shit that I like forgot to call him back. So his friend hit up Kata because he knows Kata talks to me. So Kata, of course, calls me.
That's so obnoxious.
Like, oh, all right. I mean, it's whatever. I don't. It's not nearly as obnoxious. Obnoxious. Holy
obnoxious.
Fuck. As
Shawn's I know. Yes.
Getting. I had this dude who I had some stuff listed for sale.
Oh
and
God.
He started contacting me every way possible, including the messenger system that's for shit on Facebook Marketplace.
No.
And I finally just messaged him, and I was like, hey. I just saw that you messaged me on each one of these things like 11 times. And I just want to let you know I'm not reading any of them. And I'm blocking your messages, but you can text this phone number and I might reply.
One of your 3 phones?
2 phones.
That I found in the bathroom. Hey, Shawn, one of your phones is in the bathroom.
Yeah, that was it honestly,
He's like, no, I have my 2 phones right here. That's my 3rd phone in the bathroom.
It's just an alarm. Like, I use it as a timer. I don't know why it was in the bathroom though. It is weird that it was in the bathroom.
It was like right, yeah, it was right on
the toilet paper.
The toilet paper thing.
Was there toilet paper on the roll? Because I think maybe I was in the middle of doing that and I got a phone call or something.
No, I had to change it.
Oh yeah, see, that was it. That's why.
Oh, look at you, fancy pants.
Excuses.
With your 3 phones.
I mean, if you want to get technical, I think there's like 5 here.
Okay, so if ghosts back then could walk through walls, do you think they have phones?
How would they hold it?
But like, okay, so another thing is like ghosts are wearing what they like wore back then, but like that's a material thing. Wouldn't all ghosts just be naked?
I mean, in theory, but I just thought of the funniest. I sent this picture.
Oh my God, what did you do?
I stayed in a hotel the other day in Park City.
Oh.
And
did you?
And somebody was taking forever to get us breakfast in the morning. And
someone you mean like room service?
No, the person that I was fucking kidnapping.
Oh yeah, you were sex trafficking the girl who's going to get you breakfast.
Right. Get us breakfast, thanks. I'm not an asshole.
Oh.
And she messaged me and she's like, I think I'm lost. And she was only going...
Where?
Well, I thought that she was like in the hotel room, or not in the hotel room, in the hotel.
In the lobby.
No, I thought she was saying she was like lost because it's like the way the halls split.
Yeah.
I thought maybe she went down the wrong one, but she was actually going next door to get the food because like the restaurant place was next door. And she's like, I think I'm lost. And I was like,
where are you?
I jokingly, I don't know what I was trying to say, but I ended up saying, oh no, I'm scared. And that's not what I meant to say, but I sent it already. And I was like, well, that's fucking weird. And I started correcting it. And then she wrote back right away. She's like, wait, why are you scared? I'm lost.
Oh my, I'm the one that's scared. So I'm lost.
I sat there. And so it was like 7 in the morning and I had morning wood. And so like, because it's a hotel, so it's got white sheets.
Yes.
And like the like blackout blinds were.
Did you make your dick a ghost?
Yeah, I sent her a picture. I was like, there's a ghost in the room.
Good fucking like comeback though.
I said there's a ghost in the room, but when I sent that, the picture wasn't sending through right away. Like it was doing a little thing where it sits there.
It uploading.
And she's like, what? She's like, never mind. I figured out where I'm at. Like, I'll be there in a second.
She didn't even get it.
And then she's like, she sends me a message from outside, and she's like, wait, why are you saying there's a ghost in the room? And I think right then the picture went through, and she's like,
Good timing.
She said something like, I know what I'm having for breakfast or something.
You're like, yeah, this dick.
And then she walked in with the food, and I was like, yeah, you're having breakfast that you just went and got. Remember, we just got breakfast. I was
Oh
like,
my
serious
God, you
about it.
destroyed her little hopes.
Yeah, she was fun.
She's like, I'm having that ghost dick.
I have some hilarious. I'll actually show them to you. I can't show them one here, but
Yeah.
I have some hilarious pictures of her in like a hot tub outside in the cold that are super funny.
Hot tubs in the cold are great. Speaking of
We got in trouble. in the hot tub.
ghost dicks.
We got asked to leave the hot tub.
Oh, I've been asked to leave a couple hot tubs
I
in
know.
my life.
She has clothes on, sort of.
Oh, I didn't.
She had bottoms kind of on.
I didn't have anything on.
Oh, well, that would be. That would be
Yeah,
why they.
I got kicked out of 2 hotels. 2.
Jesus, in short succession, or just lifetime.
So one was during the day while we were day drinking, and then one was at night.
Where?
in
What
the
state?
Wyoming.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's not.
In Rock Springs.
Gross.
Which, like, you would think is really hard to be kicked out of anything there.
No, because they
everything-
probably have like a no bullshit policy at those places because of like they probably have to deal with it a lot. So they're probably like,
yeah.
nope.
Yeah. I definitely, like, dove in naked and swam around, and then, like, kids and a family came in, and my friend was like, kids, and, like, threw a towel at me. And then that was the first one. It was it was like 2 p.m., right? Like, we got kicked out of there immediately.
Well, at 2 p.m. you shouldn't have been doing that, first of all.
Well, there was some wine, and there was, like, I'm in the water.
was
I don't
some
want to
wine, but I
wear.
drank it all.
I don't want to wear clothes in the water,
Right.
so, like, I'm gonna dive in, and we were the only people there. There was no one staying at the hotel. It was like a Thursday or some bullshit. And this, like, family of 12 kids walked in. Like, it's not my fault that you have 12 kids.
It's somebody's
Who's
fault
never
for
seen, like,
sure.
anyone naked before in their life. Dude, remember when I said, like, probably don't have kids?
Yeah, don't. Especially 12.
Yeah, 12.
Little
That was
human
a lot. That was
Xerox
a lot.
machine.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
And then the second time, I was just being loud and, like, also naked. So
I
we
just-
got kicked out way fast out
It
of
made
that
me
one.
think of back in the day. Me and well, she was my girlfriend at the time. Went to Southern Oregon. She wanted to look at schools or that school at the
What,
time.
like Eugene or something?
No, Medford, Ashland, Oregon, Southern Oregon University. Ashland's kind of like a hippie town. It's like a college town, but it's like hippies and lesbians. A lot of Subaru Outbacks.
Oh,
A lot of like really dykey lesbians. Kind of smells, but
like weed?
like patchouli.
Oh,
So we go.
did I mention I didn't wash my hair today?
But I did load it up with patchouli. So we were at this hotel. I think the hotel was actually in a town called Phoenix, which is like right on the border of Ashland. It was right off the freeway, but it was like kind of in between both cities. It was like a weird exit. And we were in this hotel because it was one of the only like normal hotels. Everything was like a really like fancy or really shithole
The
hotel, and this
only
was only like
normal hotel.
normal hotel. Yeah, it was just like it was like not like a. It was like a Hampton Inn or
Right,
something.
right.
You know,
Not like a
something
shitty,
generic.
like, truck stop hotel.
And so, and it's a tourist town, and it was during like tourist season, so there was like a shit ton of really expensive hotels. Like all the fancy hotels were booked, and they're like $700 a night. And
Yeah.
shit.
Holy shit.
And so we were just looking, she wanted to like check the area out and the school and shit. So we were down there for like 4 or 5 days. But the first night that we were there, this was a girl that was like pretty, I don't want to say boring, but that's what it was. So we're gonna say it.
boring.
Yeah, she just didn't. She to this day she said that like I ruined her, in like the best possible way.
Oh.
But she was like, just not into much.
Yeah.
She was pretty boring. Whatever. And
Super
I mean like in
vanilla.
bed. By the way, I'm
Yeah.
sure she was into things
Vanilla.
outside of bed. I just didn't care. Just kidding. I was with her for 5.5 years. Like I must have.
If you're boring in bed, you're definitely boring in real life.
No, she was all right.
Just so
She was
that
all
is
right.
like clear.
That was probably where my like tall, skinny, blonde model thing became a thing, though. Like it was her.
Ooh, that
She
was the seed that was planted.
She was the girl that her job when I met her, her job was to play Barbie. Like she was like a full size.
She was Barbie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've actually just.
So
found
she was
pictures of
pretty, but boring because Barbie's was plastic.
that. Yeah. Well, sure. So anyway, so we're in the fucking pool, and the pool is right off of the pool sits down below the check-in area, like the guest area, but there's floor to ceiling windows that like look down into the pool. So like if you're standing at the desk and you look to your right, you would see the pool area. But it's like the windows are like 24 inches wide, and then there's be like 48 inches of wall, and then 24 inches wide and 40 inches of wall. So like it's not all windows.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And she decided, she like came over, like we were swimming in the pool, and like she came over and like just kissed me or whatever, and like things started escalating really quickly to the point that we started fucking in this pool.
Very quickly to fucking
then-
in the pool.
And then right when we finished, I finished. I hear this.
Right when
I hear this like knocking on a window. Now, keep in mind we're surrounded technically by windows on 3
windows.
sides, but it's looking outside and it's pitch black because it's nighttime. And I'm like, where the fuck? And it's like you're hearing the knock on the window, and like you can tell it's a knock on the window, but you have no idea where it's coming from.
Where the fuck is it?
And we're like looking around, and like we kind of like separate, and she's like trying to put her like bikini bottom back on,
Oh yeah.
and I was wearing shorts, so like I just threw my dick back in, like no big deal, whatever.
Just toss my dick back in the shorts.
And-
It's fine.
And we go to get out of the pool, and there's a person that we later found out was like she was like a staff, but she wasn't like the desk staff. And she's standing, like we saw her, like this ominous figure up in the window, just like standing, like looking down at us, because it was like it's probably like 8 feet drop, and she's just like looking at us. And I'm not saying that she knew that we were fucking, but like it was probably pretty obvious to some degree. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
2 people in a pool, like her legs clearly wrapped around me, like
And your
obvious.
bottom's not on.
And then we got a note left the next day.
On your, like in your room?
Yeah, like it was next to like they leave like a mint on your pillow, and there was like a note
Of course
with
there was.
that said something about like it was like going back over the rules for the pool.
It's like,
Which-
just so you know.
Which I just wanted to say did not say you couldn't fuck in the pool.
It probably said you just had to be fully clothed.
Yeah, I mean I don't know why she didn't just slide it to the side. I think it's because it was tied on the side, so like it just came undone when we tried to.
Well, but like you can still push it to the side if it's tied.
I know, but I think like we had pushed it to the side, and like in the action, like it had gotten loose on one side or whatever.
In the action.
Let my dick breathe.
I've definitely fucked in a few public pools.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's kind of gross.
It feels gross, but then it doesn't, right? Because it's chlorine. Like, so you know that there's like nothing.
You know it's
actually
clean,
in
but like
there.
it's still the fact of like fucking in like a pool of chlorine.
But would you fuck in the ocean?
No.
No, see, but I'd fucking
no.
yeah. See, that's why it's weird.
But like I don't even like fucking in a public pool either.
Oh,
Like I wouldn't fucking either.
Well, obviously. You
I
would,
mean, I
because
would
you have.
probably fuck in the ocean because like
Because you'd see like the romantic part of it, but it'd have to be like a nice looking ocean.
yeah.
It couldn't be like
Yeah.
the foamy,
Yeah.
gross coast somewhere where it's like styrofoam shit popping up and plastic
Styrofoam.
bottles. And
All the
turtle-
garbage
turtles
coming
with
in.
straws in their
Oh,
nose.
no. Hey, thanks for also getting me like a reusable straw for this. That was great.
yeah, I mean, it just came with it. So
As I
it's not
bang
like
it
a-
on the table.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Was there anything else? So next week we're gonna have
Benji!
we'll call it Benji.
Benji's barbecue.
Yeah, Benji's barbecue. Dude's super cool.
He's dope.
He's gonna come in, and I don't even. He'll talk about all shit. He's the meat plug, in more ways than one,
He's
ladies.
the meat plug, ladies.
He's a fine black man, which we don't have any of here. Not in this shop, but just in general in Utah.
Not in the shop. We mean
Also
in
not
Utah.
in the shop, technically.
We, little do you know, we down that barbecue before every podcast
Yeah, it's hella good. If you don't go to Benji's
it's
barbecue,
so good.
so it's on like 3300 South, and it's next to the
State?
cinema on it's on State and 3300
State,
South,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
The cinema right there, it's the first building north on State.
Yep.
And it's open 24 hours a day.
24
7 days
hours a
week.
day. You can get all of your fucking munchies and drunchies there.
Yeah, and if you don't get the mac cheese, you're fucking yourself up.
Cheese is so good.
The mac cheese is the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had.
The past two times that we've gone in, he's had us taste test.
Oh, yeah, because he's always trying to make new shit.
Yeah, he's always trying to make new shit. So we've always taste tested things as we go in, and that's where like my cheers to the chicken nugget came in today.
Which I guess is going to be in like some sort of commercial or something. It sounded like.
Oh, we're gonna be in a commercial.
That's why he asked if
yeah,
he could record
he was
it.
filming us. Maybe I'm just used to cameras in my.
Oh yeah, because remember we had to blur the shirt.
Oh yeah, we had to blur the bitch out.
The shirt.
Well, he's gonna be on, and we're gonna talk about
Plug and
him
meat
and
and
meat
barbecue.
plugs and not
Probably.
butt plugs, just meat plugs.
We'll probably talk about butt plugs.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
like
why
talking
we
about butt plugs.
Oh, that fucking reminds me.
What? What does that remind you of?
So that fuck machine.
The fuck machine.
I ordered a bunch of more attachments.
Better attachments because the ones that it came with were kind of meh. I saw them.
Some of them were kind of like
meh.
whatever. Some of them are kind of cool. But yeah, I found this place that you can order more, and then I found this like it's called a vacuum lock attachment. And if anybody who knows like sex toys, like vacuum lock means that you could attach all sorts of shit to it. 'Cause there's a bunch of shit for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be hopefully making some new content with that for XTube.
Make new content, do reviews.
Probably no reviews.
Oh.
I was reading some of the reviews for it on Amazon though. It was actually kind of funny. But
So Amazon sex toy reviews are the fucking funniest.
some of them, there's a mosquito. Look at that bug.
Yeah, you should maybe kill that.
It's
Any of the Hitachi vibrator reviews are fucking hilarious.
most of those seem fake. But then I realized like you can't leave a review for it if you didn't buy it.
No.
So, but is it like dudes that? I mean, I'm not saying
They're
it
not
can't be
dudes,
funny.
they're girl. I would definitely leave a review like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but are you talking about the really funny ones?
The hilarious ones.
I've
It's like,
seen some
I
reviews.
left my body, and why do I need a boyfriend anymore? Because this
Well, the
just takes
Hitachi,
care of
the Hitachi is
everything.
ridiculous.
The Hitachi is amazing. In case
Hitachi
any
and the-
females want to
And
know.
the womanizer. Is the other
Yeah.
one. Womanizer literally sucks on your clit.
Oh yeah, the clit sticker. Clit. La la la. I'm drunk.
She's using it right now. That's why she can't talk.
I'm like, oh.
I don't know why this turned into like a sex toy reference. I've been watching this mosquito for like so long. I'm
Okay,
clearly
so
high.
like I've never used that one, but I would like to invest, but I don't want to pay for it, so I'm just gonna like.
You're gonna like hope that somebody gets you one.
Yeah, that's what I do. None of my sex toys are bought by me.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Holy
all
shit.
of them.
All right. I literally have, I'm guessing, well over $1,000 invested in sex toys at this point.
Yeah,
Well, you've seen, I guess, parts of them.
Yeah.
Like some of them.
not
In
your whole
pictures. Don't get
stash.
weird.
Don't get weird.
Is there anything else? We didn't have anything else to talk about, right? So that's just for next week.
Yeah,
We're gonna
next
record
week
Monday. This is
we'll
gonna go up this
we'll
week
have Benji
sometime.
this week. That mosquito's flying in front of our camera. Y'all can see it. He's our guest this week, Mr. Miss. Did you just kill him? Oh, he's not there.
Got it.
Oh, he just killed our guest.
Like a fucking ninja.
Okay, well now we're gonna have a ghost mosquito
I'm not worried
flying
about that
through
one either.
walls that weren't there.
Flying through walls, but it can apparently also land
Not
on
wearing a Native American headdress because
me.
it's
I hope
offensive.
It does. I hope it does. I hope it's an offensive ass mosquito, bro.
It's a Mexican mosquito.
Why you got to apply all these negatives to Mexican people? That's fucked up.
Hey, if it has tequila for me, I'm fine.
You're like, I don't care.
We'll have Benji. He's great.
Yeah, the meat plug.
The meat plug.
Next week I'll actually have like real topics because I didn't write down anything this time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like it worked, but
It worked.
I didn't write anything down.
Yep. Okay.
Now I just gotta work.
We love you guys.
Okay, well, enjoy it. Oh yeah, hopefully you like the new intro.
Thanks for listening to our crazy ass podcast. You guys are great.
Kind of ridiculous, but you're great.
It's pretty ridiculous.
All right,
I
that's
like
fair.
you better when you're
Bye.
high.
Bye.
Cause when you're high, you
I have to
never
be so
make me
mad.
cry. I like you better when you smoke. Cause when you smoke, you laugh at all my jokes. I like you better when you stoned. Cause when you're stoned and never bitch and moan. There's just so many reasons why I like you better when